Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial. I'm going to be talking about the tessellation project that we are going to be working on starting today, February 13th. Um, this is our week 5 Monday page on D2L, and you'll see here there's a project summary sheet link for your project description and requirements. So I have that open. It's right here. And what I want to review in this tutorial today is how we are going to create all the files that you're going to turn in. And now I have an example of what all of the files organized in a folder. So if I'm being organized from the beginning, I'm going to have a Project 2 tessellation folder. And then these will be the files that I have to turn in. You'll see we have a couple items titled pattern and then 2 items titled poster. So the pattern, first of all, is going to be the tessellation that you create. You'll see this is an Illustrator file. Then we're going to need to export it as a couple of things. We want a JPEG, a PDF, a PNG, and a GIF. Then what we're going to do is take our pattern, we're going to crop it out. As you can see, it's kind of cropped here. And then we're going to create a poster out of it. Okay? And then we're going to export that as a PDF with our crop and bleed marks so that I can print them out for you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to open the pattern. And then I'll show you how to save everything. So imagine I'm going to go to my folder and I'm going to actually delete every single thing except for my pattern. So now I'm starting with just this. We're going to pretend we're all done with our design and we're just focusing on kind of exporting. Before that, I want you guys to do one thing. So we have our tessellation done and created, and now we want to make sure everything is organized. So you want to make sure that your items are grouped. So if I click on this row of boxes, you can see that they are grouped. And you can see that this is grouped here. And every time I click, you can see the different groups. Now also you can see them grouped on the orange boxes. So this makes it this makes it easy to align things and make sure that you have things organized. Another thing you can notice is that there's layers created and they're all labeled. Here I have a layer where I have some original foxes, so in case something happens I have an original copy of them. I'm just hiding them and locking it so that I don't click on it. But here I have the orange foxes, so if I hide that they go away, and then I have the white foxes. So then you could also easily select everything, okay? Or lock it if you don't want to click on it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have this saved, which you should be saving continually throughout your work, throughout your process, your design process. So here I see that saved. Now I need to export that. I need it as a JPEG, PNG, GIF, and a PDF. So we're going to go to File, Export. I have an older version of Illustrator, so you might have to go to Export As, and then you can select your options, PNG, and then we'll also select Use Artboards. We'll click Export, and then we'll leave this at 300, and then the background can be transparent. So you see we have the PNG now. We're going to go to File, Export. We're going to select JPEG, use Artboards, and click Export. We'll select CMYK, medium is fine. Resolution I'm going to go with, you can select 150. I'm just going to go with 300 just for a very high resolution PNG. We'll click OK. And then you can see the PNG is here. We'll do our GIF, which we'll do File, Save for Web, and I believe that if you go to File, Export, on the newer versions, you can just select GIF from the drop-down menu like we did for the PNG and JPEG, but we'll go to Save for Web so I can show you this also. So if you go to Save for Web, you can also select PNG here, but you can from here you can select a number of GIFs. We'll select the first one. Another nice feature here is you can select two up and then you can compare the file sizes. So say I wanted to select a JPEG. Here you can look at the file sizes and compare them. We're going to go for the GIF though here. So we'll select that. We'll leave everything as a default and then click save. Oh. And click save. And then you'll see we have the PNG, JPEG, GIF, Illustrator, and now all we need is the PDF. I'm going to delete these ones so everything's organized. Okay, the last thing we need is a PDF, so we're going to go to File, Save As, select PDF, and then we'll click Save. And then we'll make sure we don't have any document bleed right now, so that's fine. And we can just click Save. And you'll see your PDF pops up in Adobe Acrobat. So now you can see we have the Illustrator, JPEG, PDF, PNG, and GIF. So that's good practice in exporting. If you see in the project report, we needed the Illustrator of just the pattern, and then we need these digital files, which we have. So we have that part done. Now, as you see in part 2, we're going to need to export the poster. So let's go, first of all, the last thing I did was I saved a PDF. So here I see that this is now a PDF in Illustrator. That's one thing you have to make sure of because Illustrator can open a PDF. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to File, Save As. We're going to go in our Tessellation project folder and we're going to retitle this poster. And so this is going to save another copy here. It won't save over our pattern. We're just going to save a different file. And we'll select Illustrator and we'll click Save. And OK. And so now you can see we have the pattern, and then we're going to also have a poster, which we will edit. Okay, so now we're going to create a rectangle of 5 by 7, because that's the size of our artboard. I'm actually going to create it on the uppermost layer. I'm going to align it with the artboard, select everything, Control A, right click, make clipping mask, and that's going to crop my design out. Then what I'm going to go to is document setup. I'm going to edit my artboards and I'm going to change the size of them. So this is going to be, let's check our sheet here, 18 by 28 with a 0.25 inch bleed. So we're going to go to 18, 28, and then we'll deselect, and I'm going to go to my document setup and 0.25 and enter, and there you go. Then we're going to take our cropped design and we're going to scale it so that it's 15 by 20. Oh, I believe it's actually 21. Let's double check here. Nope, 15 by 20. It should be 21, actually. 21, to keep it proportional. And then we will make sure that's aligned and move it towards the top. Now what we want to do is create another layer. We'll call it background. We will create a rectangle to fill with the background color. Take no stroke. Maybe we'll just make it black for this example. And then I'm going to use my type tool. I'm just typing out my title. We'll make it a large font because it's going to be a large poster. I'm going to pick a font, center align it. I'll make this a little smaller, let's see. There we go. And then you have a poster. You can make this text a little bit bigger, mine's kind of tiny. So then we're going to save. So now in our folder we have the pattern saved as a JPEG, PDF, PNG, and a GIF, and then we have our poster. Now we need to export our poster, and we're going to go to File, Save As, select PDF, click Save, and then we're going to go to our marks and bleeds, and this is where we're going to need to click our trim marks and use document bleed settings, and then we're going to click Save PDF. You'll see that pops up in the window, and you can see here we have our crop marks, and then our bleed extends a little bit past that. And then that's what you will turn in. So I'll go back to my folder. So I have all of these items. Now I have my PDF. When you have everything all together, you can click on it in your Finder, right click, and then you'll click Compress Project to Tessellation, and then you'll have a zip folder that you can upload to the Dropbox. Hopefully that helped. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thanks, guys.